And Batul has never squatted in his life before. But we thought it would be an intellectual idea to put 140 Great British kilograms on the bar and make him do a squat. Now, he looks like a pretty big fella. Looking out of boy's truck there. Let's see how much you can do. Alright, like, to be fair, can you get a belt in it?
No, that's what I said, but he said he wants to do it raw. He can't do it.
Now, Batul, although that wasn't a particularly deep squat, it was a half rep. Still respect the fact that he still went on with it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, whenever we're squatting, we start off so easy to handle weight, perfect the form. But sometimes,
Oh my god.
it is very important to take the mick. But then again, if you don't have safeties, then you might end up dying while taking the mick. Or you can't increase your test if you're 6 feet under, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 140 kg squat now.
Now, obviously here we were just having a laugh with our mate Batul, but in reality, you have to make sure that whenever you start squatting, you put your ego at the door, you perfect the form, and then after a couple years, maybe a couple months, maybe a couple weeks even, then you go into the heavier weight. It also depends on the previous sporting experience you have. Like if I have a mate that's done rugby for 5 years and then he starts doing squats, that's completely analogous to if someone that's untrained, like Batul, goes and does a squat. So you can see there's a difference. Even though Batul, he has some experience in arm wrestling, so he's a pretty strong fella, as I reiterated before when I had that voice crack.
He looks like a pretty big fella.
But yeah, what you've got to make sure is that you gradually increase the weight through progressive overload, and then you enjoy doing those heavy weights. Doing it without a belt is great occasionally because it strengthens your posterior chain, but obviously you don't want to increase your risk for hernias, so mainly use a belt.